Exactly 1 year ago to the day, Ohio State upset #1 Duke at the Schottenstein Center. And today, Jacob, they got their revenge, the Duke Blue Devils did, with an 81-72 victory. And I got to say, this is one of the craziest environments. They call them the Camden Crazies for a reason. This was one of the most insane environments, college football, college basketball. Regardless of the sport, this was one of the craziest environments I've ever seen.
Casey, I agree with you 100% because we walked in immediately and the Cameron Crazies were holding signs that said the Oral Roberts University. We're right in front of 5 banners that Coach K and the Duke basketball program have built. So you're right on top of it with this being one of, and probably the most electric atmosphere that Ohio State is going to face this season, NCAA tournament or not. I'll go that far because, you know, Duke had the momentum there in the second half. Ohio State had a little bit of a margin there in the first half and kept it a ball game there at halftime. But, you know, like you mentioned, the environment here kind of overcame some things. Duke's size ultimately fizzled Ohio State's offensive chances out. But, you know, going forward, Ohio State's going to need this road environment in order to play in the NCAA tournament, to play in the Big Ten tournament that Ohio State lost in the first round of last year. So for Ohio State to get in here, immerse itself in really loud, really rambunctious fans, it's something that, you know, could pull away more than in a win.
And I mean, that bodes well for the freshmen. Bruce Thornton really played well and stepped up. His ball handling skills were great tonight. Roddy Gale got into some action down the stretch, sort of when it was already out of hand. He was able to get on the dribble drive and get some penetration, fight through contact. Felix Akpar got some defensive minutes when Zed Key was getting into foul trouble a little bit. And then also Bryce Sensabaugh. He didn't have the typical scoring night that he usually has, but just for those type guys to play in an environment that's sort of comparable to Mackey Arena or Assembly Hall that Ohio State will face in the Big Ten, that's crucial for their development. And the one big thing that I saw in the second half was, despite being down by as many as 13 in this game, Ohio State was able to cut it to 5, and they were really sort of attacking the rim and getting downhill and getting to the free throw line. And I think that's kind of what led to their success a little bit.
Yeah, I think Ohio State, you know, what I really liked was how poised Bruce Thornton was. There was one play where he brought the ball across half court, he threw up the hand signal to call the formation, and he goes in, kicks it out, goes from one elbow to the next, takes the ball in and hits a jumper. Real silk and smooth, nothing flashy afterwards, no finger guns, but true professional. And that was something that I really liked for Ohio State because point guard obviously is one of the most important positions there on the floor, and to have a true freshman doing it in this environment like we just talked about, that's really impressive.
Exactly. I mean, it's all about stacking days and stacking minutes. That's what Justice Suing said. Chris Holtman's been emphasizing in practice every day. Suing also said that there's a lot of easily correctable things for the Buckeyes to go back. One thing he pointed to was sort of defensive alignments and just their execution on that end. Then also the defensive rebounding. Duke came in as one of the top offensive rebounding percentages in the country. That's thanks in large part to their size with Ryan Young and also Filipowski there in the center. So, I mean, Ohio State, they just couldn't get it done tonight. They were sort of outmatched from top to bottom. Duke just made enough plays down the stretch to get it done and come away with an 81-72 victory. For Jacob Benge, I'm Casey Smith. This has been the Lantern Sports Basketball Postgame Show. Signing off from Cameron Indoor Stadium. Until next time, take care.